Breaking news in the shooting at Mar-a-Lago. The Associated Press reporting the man who was shot and killed by the Secret Service is 21-year-old Austin Tucker Martin. His family told the Associated Press he was been missing for a few days. They believe that he headed south where he picked up a shotgun along the way. Again, that is from the Associated Press. Joining us now, Republican Florida Congressman Mike Haridopolos. Thank you so much for being here. Congressman, from what you're seeing, do you view what happened on Mar-a-Lago, this security breach, as security success or very concerning regarding vulnerability on the property?
Well, I think it's a success. I mean, law enforcement does a remarkable job protecting our president. As you know, fortunately, he was not there. But I've been on Mar-a-Lago's property so many times, and it's so impressive what the Secret Service and local law enforcement working in concert with each other do every day to protect our president. Because not only does he face the threat by land, but by sea as well. And so the president is in good hands, but there are people who are disturbed out there. It's a very violent situation we have right now in politics, sadly. And I'm so grateful for the wonderful work done by law enforcement.
Yeah, the suspect reportedly made it 20, 30 feet onto the property. Does that raise red flags to you about the perimeter of Mar-a-Lago? Should there be tighter security there?
Well, it's my understanding that, of course, when the president is in residence, there's a little bit tighter hold there. But this is a vulnerable situation. As you see from the pictures before us today, Mar-a-Lago is in a very, let's just say, public place. It is not an isolated area. I know you cross the bridge, can see the entire property from the backside. That's why it's so essential that we have a great plan of action. But again, I have full confidence in the Secret Service. They have upped their game clearly since 2024 because the threats come from here, let alone around the world as he travels to make peace deals throughout the world.
You know, you brought this up, and I want to follow up on this. Should Americans be concerned about the broader threat to our government officials?
Unfortunately, this is the sad reality we face. I know even when I'm back in the district, we face different challenges for people with making different types of threats. I travel with a lot more security than I have in prior years. It's just the nature, especially with the tragedy of Charlie Kirk, let alone, of course, now 3 potential attempts on the president's life that we know of. This is the sad commentary. This is why I try to take down the temperature. It's important that we try to find common ground. Like, obviously, today, a great day for America in the sense we won the gold medal for the first time since 1980 and 1960 in hockey. But look, this is why we all need to take a step back. You know,
Yeah.
let's have real, thoughtful conversations. As a U.S. history teacher, that's what America's at its best, when we're unified. Hopefully, we can take a step back from this chaos, and these people who are gone over the top can take a second look and to take a breath and realize we're all Americans.
Yeah, you know, we should be talking about that OT win over Canada, and we're talking about this, and you're right, it's unfortunate, but it's where we are right now. Does this incident change how Florida officials think about protecting high-profile residences in your area? We know there are, in addition to the president and first lady, several celebrities who live over there. I mean, that stretch of property right between the intercoastal and the ocean, there are just some, it's already secure, but somebody just walked onto this property last night.
Well, again, that's the challenge we face. We can't put ourselves behind bars. We can't put ourselves in just a concrete bunker. We want to be among people who put us into office. We want to have that public interaction. We can't be isolated. It's so important for me to get firsthand opinion about what's going on and what people are thinking and what their ideas might be. These are the challenges we face in this modern society. Fortunately, Florida has the best law enforcement, I think, in the entire country. I know my own Sheriff Wayne Ivey is always looking out, Sheriff Flowers in my area as well. These people recognize that there are increased threats around the world, especially when people get ginned up by a lot of the hyperbole on the internet. And we need to really be vigilant and keep our eyes open. But these are the threats we face in this modern society.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.